I greet you all, my fellow Cameroonians. I am standing in our 10 by 30 meters greenhouse, which contains over 1,900 plants of different varieties. We have two varieties of lettuce in here. You can see we have cauliflower, we have melons, we have kale right in here. You can see the vigor with which these crops are growing, but you can also see how healthy they look. You can also see how decorative they are. Here at Greenhouse Ventures, farming is not just agriculture, it is an art. We try to make people see the very best of the potentials that agriculture in Cameroon has by doing what we do in very simple ways. I personally have taken a lot of time to alert Cameroonians of the opportunities that our soils have embedded within them. We don't have to look somewhere else, they're right here. We make that common mistake of trying to use what we don't have to get what we have, instead of doing the right thing by using what we already have to get what we don't have. We have the soils, we have the climate. There are many countries that would wish that they had a climate like that of Cameroon. Cameroon is the only country in Africa with over 7 ecological zones, which means that many things can flourish in different parts of the country. That's why Cameroon remains a very blessed country when it comes to agriculture. Imagine Cameroon with as little arable land as it has today. It is able to feed all countries in the sub-region, feed itself, and even feed other countries abroad. But imagine if we can multiply Cameroon's potential to produce. How are we trying to do that? Introducing technologies that speed up production and make production even more profitable using different business models. But a greenhouse of this dimension, as you can see, could be so profitable. This is 300 square meters. And here you have 2,000 plants, with each plant giving you a worth of about 2,000 francs. And you can harvest in here every 3 to 4 months. That in 1 year. With a greenhouse that will last you a greenhouse that will last you over 10 to 20 years. It could be so profitable down the road. The plastics that go over it, we have plastics of different quality. There are those that can last 5 years, those that can last 10, and some that can even last 20 years. But the metal framework of the greenhouse, it doesn't go anywhere. They're galvanized steel pipes. So over time, all you are changing would be the plastic over it. Even the drip pipes that we use, they're solid. They're meant to last for as long. These are the ways that we are looking to be able to do farming on small lots of land that can produce so much and could be very profitable on the different markets that we have today. And imagine if we can get many Cameroonians to produce. Imagine we can get many Cameroonians to own greenhouse farms. And then do something very interesting. Do like what is being done today to cocoa and coffee, to cash crops. Because you know what? For us to be able to beat the odds, we have to do what others are doing. If the cash crop industry has been one which has continued to thrive, as much as the farmers themselves remain poor and hungry, there is something that is working for it, and it's because they have a board. When cocoa farmers are done, they have many people they can sell through, right? Telka and the many others. How about we do the same for vegetable crops? That we don't have to go to the markets, to the very abusive markets, let me be more precise, because our markets today are run by middlemen who know little about what happens on the farm. You know, one of the fundamental problems with farming in Cameroon is the fact that the farmers are not the marketers and the marketers are not the farmers. So it creates a system where there is a lack, there is a disconnection. The market doesn't understand what goes into making production. So production actually determines how much people will produce or what people want to produce. We should be the other way. So we here at Greenhouse Ventures, we are looking to do something very different. We are not only bringing in a technology that seeks to improve agricultural production. We're also coming in with a business model that can make sure that anything that is grown under the greenhouse has a market, has a value, has its place, has its price. A price that usually would not change, could only get better if it has to. That's something we want to think about. That's the vision of Greenhouse Ventures. Here at Greenhouse Ventures, we are also now looking to get into food distribution through supermarkets. Having our own supermarket space in Douala at the Eco Marché building, we are now able to sell our own produce and sell produce that are certified by Greenhouse Ventures. And that's how together we can make agriculture a thing for Cameroonians. Join me in this revolution. Join me on this journey. It's a journey we can't do alone. It's a journey we have to do together. Because the people we're competing against, they are so strong. You know what I mean? All supermarkets in Cameroon, all major supermarkets are not owned by Cameroonians, but they are managed by Cameroonians. That tells you that everything that we do, the money goes out to somebody else. Can we get to a place where we can have ours, promote ours, so the generation that comes tomorrow would see the examples that we left behind, that of collaboration, that of complementation, and that of construction. That's what Greenhouse Venture stands. Join me in this. Together, we can do this better. Someday we would see these greenhouses littered all around Cameroon. And we'll ask ourselves that question: how did this happen? And I'll tell you, it happened this way. Join me.